Alright, I'm recording this while eating a Pop-Tart. Hello people, it's me. I'm gonna be answering your questions today. I know that the audio quality is not good, but whatever, I don't give a shit. Let's get right into it. The first question is, why are you posting photos of yourself? Why don't you do a face reveal? Here's a face reveal, guys. There you go. You've had it. Which country would you like to go for vacation? That's a good question, actually. I would like to see Hawaii. I know, I'm a basic bitch, but two things. If I go to Hawaii, I could meet cacti, and I could go to the beach, and fucking get some Hawaiian bitches. That sounds like a win-win for me. So yeah, Hawaii. Shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch! Second question, this guy said, are you black or Mexican? I'm neither. I'm Salvadorian and Guatemalan. Another question is, will you make more videos like the recent Overwatch video? Yes. The whole little exaggerated rant is kind of like a style that I want to start incorporating into the channel. The next question is, hey Joshua, how old are you? I'm 18. How long will it be until your game releases? That's gonna be a while because it's gonna take a long ass time. What do you like better, rap or country music? I definitely prefer rap. Will your game be on Steam and will it cost a lot of money? It will be on Steam. The price depends on the size of the game, and yeah, that's all I can really say about that. How many hours do I have on TF2? Oh, I have like 4,000 something. Yeah, I used to be a low-life loser in middle school. Will you ever show us the true bush dimension, how it works? Alright, look, this is the bush dimension right here. You go in through the bush. Inside there's just like a fucking huge ass city made of leaves. Nah, I'm fucking lying. It's just a deep empty void. There's nothing in there. In fact, if you stay in there for too long, you get fucking eaten by a fucking Crocodilicosaurus Rex. What got you into TF2? There's actually a old app used to be called Flipnote Hatena, I think it was called. I used to have an account there. I used to have 3,000 followers, I would believe it was. I don't know if any of you guys will recognize me, but I'm Nexus. I'm Nexus, and like the character that I use is like a stick figure with like a Sonic type of haircut type of thing, and like the little collar. Yeah, that's me right there. And I know it sounds crazy in case any of you recognizes who I'm talking about, but that's literally me. That was actually me before I made the channel. But yeah, so on Flipnote Hatena, people would make like these flip notes like that would include like voice lines from TF2 or some shit, and like I was always wondering what the fuck is it. So I looked it up. The first thing that came up was SFM, so I thought TF2 is like an animated online series or some shit. So at the first it didn't get me into it, but then I looked into it some more, and then like I started thinking, oh shit, there's actually a game. And there's this guy named Faffel's Minion who made like this one video called like top 10 favorite weapons or some shit. That video got me into the game. Like I literally did. That video single-handedly got me into it because it just made it feel really weird. I don't know what it was. It just caught my attention. Just know that. What's your unusual hobby? I don't think I really have an unusual hobby, to be honest. Cause I have my hobbies, right? Like YouTube, making music, art, working on the game and shit. But I don't know if those are really considered unusual. I don't think I really have an unusual hobby. What music are you into? I'm into hip-hop, both East Coast and West Coast. Those are pretty good. I'm also into the new rap, the new wave of rap, like mumble. If you guys are driving and you guys bump that shit on a car, that shit sounds good. What job are you gonna apply for? Currently, if I get the chance to get a job again, cause I missed my, so I applied to like Burger King. I went the next day to like fucking turn in my application, but it turns out like they fucking got the job filled out overnight, and I'm like, what? How the fuck did someone take a job overnight? That was quick, but I would assume some sort of like fast food type of service. How long have you been friends with Jared, Nick, and Marco, and the other people you made videos with? How did you all meet in the first place? That's a very good question. Okay. I have known Jared since 6th grade, which is about, 6 years, around there. But I didn't talk to him during that time. I remember seeing him, but I never talked to him. In 7th grade, I remember, I think I remember talking to him a little bit more. Then in 8th grade was when we talked a lot more. Yeah, there was not really that big of a story because mostly the first interaction I remember with Jared was, I remember it was in 6th grade. I was like, we were always standing on this like one like metal thing that like was on the playground. and there was like grass, and I remember we used to like pretend like we were like Call of Duty zombies and shit, like kind of like tag. We used to do that, and I think I remember, was Jared playing that too? I don't know, but I remember overhear him talk about like Call of Duty, and then I think it was Modern Warfare 3, some shit like that. But yeah, Jared, I've known him 6 years. Nick is actually an interesting story. He actually came like I think he came the second semester of 6th grade, and that's when I met him. Or did he leave the second semester? No, he came the second semester of 6th grade. So I've known him for 6 years. We talked for a while. We were like really good friends. And then he disappeared because he moved to another school for a while. So I didn't hear from him for a really long time. And then recently, like November of 2016 was when I met Nick again, because someone told me he had a channel, and then I forgot how, but someone told me he got a Discord, so like I added him on Discord. Then we just recorded a TF2 video together, because it turns out he played TF2 at the same time. Not that much, but he still played the game. Okay, I've known Marco since 9th grade. Yeah, I remember 9th grade is when I knew Marco. I remember that's when I found out that he played TF2 too. I found that pretty interesting. The way I met him, I don't really remember anything really significant. I think what I remember though was that every time at lunch, like me and my friends always like hung out at this one table, and I remember Marco would always be there, but he would always be sleeping or some shit. And I feel like over time we eventually just started talking to him, and we eventually just incorporated into our group of friends, and that's pretty much how I met Marco. Over time I would talk to him more, and then I would grow closer to him, and to this day I'm really close to him. I really care about Marco. I really I try to help him out in things that I can. What kind of music do you listen to except rap, and what is your opinion on metal music? I guess the only thing I would listen to outside of rap is sometimes indie rock or jazz, either one of those. What do I think about metal music? I really don't like it. It's not for me. What do you think about Queen, the band? Queen is a decent band. Definitely not music that I bump to every day, but I can see the appeal. Are you happy to be done with TF2? Yes, I'm very happy. Do you love pussy? Hell yeah. Can I get more rant videos? That's all. Yes, you will get more rant videos. What's your favorite game genre? That's an interesting one. I actually tend to like 2D platformers and first-person shooters mostly. When did you start playing TF2? I started playing TF2 in August 2013, if I can remember correctly. How did you come up with the idea of filming hilarious animal videos? This is actually a pretty interesting question too. So like, you know, there's like obviously like the other like animal video reviewers like Ozzy or like the other ones. The thing is, like, I always liked those types of videos, but I never found like, I felt like they never added the type of sauce that would be needed to make videos like that even funnier. Whether or not mine are the best is obviously up for debate, but I'm trying right now. I'm experimenting new styles. People really love the gorillas videos, so that's really good. I'm really glad about that. Also, quick animal fact, the thing you're seeing right now is a siphonophore. Those could grow as long as blue whales or even longer. What's your favorite food place and how are you doing today? My favorite food place, it depends on what I'm feeling, to be honest. Like, I like anything, to be honest. I'm not a very picky eater. How am I doing today? I am alright. I'm alright. What do you think the meaning of life is? That is a pretty deep question, but I'll answer the best I can right now. The meaning of life is not getting higher social status. It's not getting more money. The meaning of life is literally just enjoying yourself. Because think about it. You were the rare sperm cell that got to the fucking end. What makes you think that the other ones wouldn't have traded your spot if they could? You were lucky. Alright? Plus, there's so many things you can do in life. Like, think about it. Like, there's so much shit you could go out and do. And people don't like doing it because they're afraid of, like, not being too good at it or whatever. Like, look at me. I'm an amateur rap artist. And I'm fucking ass with my voice. Like, my voice is a huge handicap for me. But I'm good at writing. I'm good at selecting beats, but like the problem is my voice, but I'm still fucking going at it. Whether or not I'll ever be good, I don't think so, but you know what? I still do it for some reason. I don't know why, but I still do it. Genre of music that you prefer, favorite songs and bands from each. My only genre that I really love a lot is hip hop. My favorite artists from hip hop are Mobb Deep, Nas, Tupac, Jid, X, Ski Mask, Biggie, NWA, Corrupt, The Dog Pound, some of Eminem's earlier stuff like his album Infinite, Wu-Tang Clan, Lady of Rage, Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, YG, Eazy-E. I like a lot of the old artists. I like a lot of the new artists too. Question, how do you not have 1 million subs already? Well, I'd rather have a soul than trade mine for views. There's also another interesting question. If you were to restart your channel from the beginning, weren't you like 15, what would you be doing? So if I were to restart my channel with all the knowledge that I have now, I think I would be doing the animal videos and the rant style videos, mostly because that's the kind of style that I really like doing. I know this is a weird question to answer, but I actually have an answer. I think it's, there's two that I have. I like the crab rave a lot because it's funny, and, it's like this music video where like these monkeys are dancing. I think it's Adventure of a Lifetime, I think some shit like that. That music video, I like that one. What anime do you watch if you don't watch anime cartoons? I don't watch anime. Why are you such a Chad? I really don't know, to be honest. I just like minding my own business, to be honest. Like, I don't really give a fuck. I don't like getting involved with other people's shit. Let them live whatever the fuck they want to do. I just mind my own business. Do you drop with your boys? Hell yeah. Why did my dad leave me? Because he never loved you, you stupid fuck. How's the college life? It's actually pretty relaxing. A little bit stressful, just a little bit, but as far as living, it's alright. I thought you were white. Huh? Secret, stupid, useless talent that you have. Making YouTube videos. What's the state of competitive right now? Competitive Overwatch? It's fucking ass. What was the game you first played and enjoyed? The first game that I first played and enjoyed was Yoshi's Island. That game, like the Game Boy one, dude, I fucking love that game so much. Like the music sounds so fucking nostalgic. I hear it, that shit just brings me back to the old days, man. I really wished life was so simple. Now we gotta worry about a bunch of other shit. God, I know some of you guys aren't even old, like this old, but like, trust me, life gets fucking stressful. You gotta worry about a lot of shit eventually. How'd you come up with the name iLander? That's a pretty decent question. iPhone, iLander. Pretty self-explanatory. Do you make fun of animals because they can't make fun of you back? Yes, I fucking hate them. No gorilla could ever fucking, How long have you been in the TF2 community? This is actually a pretty interesting question and a pretty interesting answer. And I'm being serious. I have never considered myself part of the TF2 community ever. Like, yeah, I made videos on the game, and yeah, my channel had like a TF2 picture. But like, I just genuinely never considered myself part of it because I just never related to anyone in here. Because there's a lot of reasons why I really don't like the TF2 community, and whether or not you guys like my opinions or not, it's up to you, right? It's my opinion. I don't like the TF2 community because of a lot of shit that happens here. What's your favorite meme? I love the SpongeBob memes. You know, like the little what's it called? The little SpongeBob memes. You know, they're really relatable. You got games on your phone? Yes, I do have games on my phone. They're mostly just ball games. I do play with balls, but not the gay way, alright? I'm not gay. How long have you played TF2 and what are your other favorite games? I already answered the first question, so I'll answer the second one. I have a lot of favorite games, a lot of them. These are not ranked in order, I'm just naming them off. Cuphead, Subnautica, A Hat in Time, Mario Sunshine, Yoshi's Island, of course, Pikmin 2, oh my god, Pikmin's just so perfect. Sonic Generations, Kirby Squeak Squad, Kirby Superstar Ultra, I like the remake, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Kirby Return to Dreamland. Believe it or not, I actually like Sonic 06, I literally like that game. Sonic Unleashed, that one was really good. I don't know, man, there's a lot of games that I could list off, and I don't want to stay here for a long time. Why you gotta hate Torb mains? Because Torb mains need to be fucking euthanized. What's your relationship with Soundsmith? I knew the guy for a bit. I didn't talk to him that much, but I was in the same Discord as him. We did talk a few times. I would consider him an acquaintance. Favorite game of all time? Super Mario Sunshine. Okay, this is a long question, but bear with me. How do you think you became so popular on YouTube? I really want to know. I'm currently taking video production classes. By the way, you, Nick, and Jared are the reason I want to make video game content. Thank you. That is actually a really nice compliment. Thank you. I fucking love you, alright? Marry me. But I want to make that kind of content. Just me and my friends chilling out, playing games, laughing at really dumb shit. Keep up the good work, man. And put my comment in the Q&A. Wow, that is a really nice comment. Thank you for that. It means a lot to me, because most of you guys don't know, but the Somebody to Play TF2 series is a series that I hold close to me. Why do I think I became so popular on YouTube? So back then I used to have like a small community. It was just me and like my 1,000 subs, and it was just purely Somebody to Play TF2 videos. Then here is where I'm gonna claim something. People don't like the idea of me claiming that I invented something, but in a way I kind of started something. So back then the Overwatch montages, like the whole little Overwatch meme montages, were like getting really popular. And the thing is, around the time that I started making my montages, no other TF2 YouTuber was doing them. No one was doing them. Like literally no one. So then when I started making them, I started blowing up, and that's how my channel blew up. So whether you like it or not, I am the inventor of the TF2 meme montages, or at least a pioneer of that. Can we have a sequel to Nature's Scariest Battles? Yep, you will have that sequel. What are you on a scale of super unepic awkward to mega epic? What I'm assuming that question means is, what are my social skills? I'm a very social person. I don't think I really am awkward at all. I have a really good way of avoiding that kind of shit. I guess the only time I would feel uncomfortable myself is if the other person doesn't know how to talk socially, and it kind of just puts me in a really awkward situation where like, okay, how do I talk to this person? You know, like I'm equipped for like talking to people who know how to talk to other people. I am not good at communicating with people who don't know how to talk. When are you gonna become Sippy Shark? After like a week after the montage drops, the last one that I'm working on. For real though, when is the EP coming out? Because I'm not able to get on Discord for ages. So the EP is kind of like a tricky question, because I don't know. Because I'm still having a lot of doubts when I'm making music. Like, when I'm recording shit, I'm like, it just doesn't come out the same way that I'm thinking about it, you know? Sometimes it does, but it's just really hard. It's really hard. It might take a while, it might be soon, I don't even know, to be honest. Will you continue to do TF2 streams even though you said you quit TF2? Yeah, TF2 streams will appear every once in a while. They won't ever completely disappear, I would say. Maybe eventually, but not now. When's the next documentary, jackass? The next documentary is whenever I get off my ass and do it. So here's the process of me making those animal videos. I lay down in bed, grab a drink, put on some animal videos, take out my phone to write a script, and bam, go record it. Game or movie you're most hyped for in 2019? That's an interesting question. The games that I'm hyped for currently are Cuphead and Subnautica, especially Subnautica. I'm so fucking excited for that Arctic DLC. And for Cuphead, I'm excited for the expansion. I'm not really excited for any movies because I actually don't watch movies. When is the video Bullying Flies? Definitely not recorded on iPhone. Underwater. Challenge 24 hours. Almost died because I'm looking for that video. That is a very specific video, but I might do a fly video. That is actually a pretty interesting idea. Are you basically monkey? Yeah. Train problem. Would you let 5 people die or turn the lever to make 1 person die? Easy. Fuck the 5 people. What do you think about competitive Overwatch? It's fucking tilting, but it's fun. Will you ever upload a Fortnite video or a Fortnite diss on your channel? Hate it or not, but there may or may not be a video relating to Fortnite some point in the future. But before you stupid, fucking retarded, brain dead, degenerate fucking pigs even say shit, I'm not gonna be a Fortnite channel. Rate Mexican food. There's a lot to rate, but I really love Mexican food. I really fucking love it. I fucking love it. What anime do you like? None. Do you have anything against today's trends? No, I really don't care, to be honest. Will you be seeing Toy Story 4? Hell yeah! Anything against today's rap? I like today's rap. I say the only problem I have with today's rap is when they disrespect older rap, when no one from older rap said anything about the newer rap in the first place. Like, it's just really fucking lame. It's like they weren't even fucking talking about you, and you're the one who's going out here and shit talking them, and then you're wondering why no one likes you. Speaking of offensive things, do you think calling someone something over and over again will eventually get to their head and get to them? Yes, that does eventually happen. Because people take things in differently, and if you keep hearing something, you're eventually going to start believing it, and, you know, just be nice. Just life tip, be kind to people. Just be kind. What are your thoughts on TikTok? I don't care about TikTok. What do you think about the state of YouTube right now? It's fucking pathetic. Let's just talk about the state of TF2 content. Why is it that fucking boring videos get popular and nothing that actually does anything interesting doesn't? Think that I'm starting beef, but come on, let's be honest. Some of the shit isn't even fucking good. Like, I don't see the entertainment value. Like, how the fuck does someone who has shittier editing than like 70% of the people that make the videos get more popular, but fucking someone who's working his ass off doesn't? Like, what the fuck kind of shit is that? What YouTubers do you watch? This is an interesting question. So I watch a lot of YouTube, a lot. I would say the only ones that I keep consistently watching are Video Game Donkey, DJ Academics, Dom is Live, Suit House, this one called, I think it's called PBS Eons. It's like a channel about like dinosaurs and shit. I like that one. Jamari, I like Jamari. I'm not gonna lie, Lieutenant Corbis is actually a really funny person. Like, despite her being like fucking 7 or however fuck old she is, she's more entertaining than me. That's kind of fucking sad. I also like Pyrocynical. I don't know, man. There's a lot of YouTubers that I really like watching. I would have to remember, because like there's just so many off the top of my head that I can't really remember that many. Do you play Fortnite? I have played Fortnite a few times with my friends. It's actually a pretty enjoyable game. What shows do you watch, if any? I don't watch shows at all. I used to, but I don't watch any anymore. What other career pathways have you considered over the course of time? Well, when I was really young, I wanted to be a police officer, then I wanted to be a firefighter, then an astronaut, then a game designer, and I feel like that would be about it. Is Despacito a good song? Yes. Tips to start a YouTube career. There's an interesting question. Here's what I would say for any upcoming YouTuber in general. Don't do shit that's gonna get you fame quickly. You're only going to regret it, because eventually, once your little hype runs out, you're gonna have a really hard time coming back out of it. Another thing is just enjoy your life, man. Just live your life. Like, trust me, no YouTuber just sits on their computer all day and making videos. Like, no one does that. They're just normal people. They fucking just do this on their spare time. Don't waste your time just working on something that might not even make it. Another thing is, put your own personality into your own videos. Try your best to make your own videos unique and make them stand out from each other. The reason why standing out from another YouTuber is more important is because, yeah, you could be a big fan of another YouTuber and copy their style, but it's not gonna get you anywhere. If anything, you're just gonna be more memorized as someone who just copies, and you're probably not even going to be memorized because you weren't unique enough. I don't want to diss, but look at a channel like Swipes and Starry Crow. Swipes is like pretty much a clone of Starry Crow. Like, they literally do the same style of video. He like literally just yoinked Starry's style. And like fucking, I literally cannot tell their videos apart. I literally cannot. I could watch them over and over again and I will not be able to tell them apart. I don't see anything that makes them unique, and that's just a thing. Another thing is, it's gonna sound weird, but be very picky with your footage. The footage that you use, be very picky with it. The reason why I say that is because how many times have you watched like a commentary video, or let's say a channel that's playing games with their friends, and they just have like long gaps of point in time where nothing interesting is happening? No one likes that. No one fucking likes that. Stop doing that. Stop. Alright? Just fucking be very picky with your videos. Another thing is, don't go looking out for trouble unless the person actually asked for it. Another thing I would say is interact with your subs. Really interact with your subs. There's a lot of fucking YouTubers that don't do that. There's a lot of current TF2 YouTubers that, like, they're just so egotistical and they don't even want to fucking talk to their subs. Like, it's pathetic. But, like, please, talk to your subs. It really does help a lot. Another thing is, don't clickbait. It's not gonna get you far. There is a difference between making a good thumbnail and a good eye-catching title than making clickbait. Clickbait is when you're actually not putting the thing in the title in the video. When you make a catchy thumbnail, or a video title, that's just a smart marketing tactic. But I say the biggest thing is be yourself. Honestly, if you find yourself boring, then at least make a character that you could voice over or some shit. Opinion on the band Gorillaz. Gorillaz is probably the only band that I really like. Do you think Valve will release a third game for their major franchises? Maybe a Left 4 Dead, but I don't think so. Are you tired of 12-year-olds calling you Mexican? Yeah, I'm actually very tired of that. Because I am not Mexican. People like to assume that I am, but I'm not. I am Spanish, I am Salvadorian, Guatemalan, but I am not Mexican. Like, people don't want to, like, see how that could be offensive, but think of it like, what if I was going around and calling every white person, like, a Nazi German, or, like, white supremacist or some shit. Like, yeah, Mexican and white supremacists are two different things. White supremacists are definitely fucking subhuman and worse, but you know what I mean. It's kind of like you're just assuming that someone is something because of the stereotypes behind it. I have, like, because with Mexicans, like, I feel bad for Mexicans because they have a lot of stereotypes behind them. And people just fucking assume that the stereotype is what they are. People don't like to say it, but it's just the truth. People like to fucking use stereotypes as like a identity kit for other people. Do you have a specific date on when you will be releasing the final montage? No, I currently do not, because I am just very busy with a bunch of shit. And plus, I've been focusing on my real life. What's your favorite food? I don't have a favorite food, but I would say one thing that I really like is a good burger. What would you do if the TF2 equivalent of iDubbbz dropped a content cop on you? Want me to tell you what I would literally do if someone dropped a content cop on me? I'd fucking genuinely fire back at the poor motherfucker ruthlessly. Like, you don't fuck with me, alright? You don't fuck with me. You know, when you come at me, I'm going for you. I'm going back. I am going to fire back. And I know the shit that I say. I know the consequences behind the shit that I say. I know all the bad things that I've said. This is why I keep my streams in a fucking playlist. If you ever want to find dirt on me, go through those fucking streams and think that you're finding all this good evidence. But I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. People don't like to think about it, but I am very wise when it comes to this kind of shit. I know if someone were to expose me, I could fire back, because I have shit to say about pretty much everyone. And trust me, you don't want to come at me. I go for low blows. Try that shit with me, whew, boy, you're about to get an ass whooping. You have anything planned for the future, other than animal videos, other games you like to play, collabs with other YouTubers like RT, Soundsmith, or other shit? I will still make game videos. Some idiots play a certain game will still be on the channel. Game reviews are coming, like comedic game reviews, or maybe like comedic rants about the games. Collabs with other YouTubers, it's not on my mind right now, but I wouldn't mind doing a collab with another YouTuber. I'm not usually big on it though, so it's like, I'm very picky when it comes to collabs, because I have a standard on my channel. I have a standard when it comes to videos, and if someone is fucking something up, I'm not gonna fucking let them collab with me. Aren't you friends with some other TF2 YouTubers? If so, who? The ones that I kind of consider close to me are Cacti and Bearded. Those are like really good people that I've met. Another one is Minozit. Well, he technically isn't a TF2 YouTuber anymore, but you know what I mean. Flitzy is also a really nice guy. Shork is also really nice. Freddy210 Hill is also pretty nice. Sourcepan is also pretty good. Peter Scraps is actually a pretty nice guy. I don't consider him my friend, maybe just an acquaintance because I haven't talked to him that much, but he was a pretty nice guy from what I met. Gina World is also a pretty nice guy. He's the one that's helped me with a lot of the animations and like the montages and shit. Like, I don't know, I pretty much met so many people. I've met Sirius Martin, I've talked to Funk is actually pretty nice too. Yeah, there's just so many that I've talked to, but I would say out of all of them, the ones that I would consider them friends would be Minozit, Cacti, and Bearded. Do you have a girlfriend? No. Thoughts on TF2 YouTubers like Lazy Purple, Funk, R, Hamaji, Skyman, So, Lazy Purple makes really good videos, really good editing. He is really fucking talented. Funk, I would assume the same thing. I don't know, I feel like I'm not his target audience, but I see the entertainment value in Funk. R, I haven't seen that much of R, but I do remember him popping up in my recommended feed a few times, and I remember clicking on him. I see the topics he talks about, but they don't really interest me. He does have pretty decent editing though. Hamaji has really good editing, really good animation. Hamaji's talented all around. Skyman, I have an interesting story about Skyman actually. I remember the first time I met Skyman officially was in Overwatch. I was in a plat game, and I remember she was in there. I remember like I was on the voice chat, and then I remember I heard like this girl talking like on the mic, like she sounded so familiar. I'm like, that cannot be who I think it is. And like I looked and it was like Skyman. I was like, oh wait, are you Skyman? And she said, yeah. After that match, she added me on Blizzard Battle.net, and I think she added me on Discord after that. We talked for a bit, but then we stopped talking mostly because I didn't have anything to say. So yeah, Skyman's actually pretty nice. She's a really nice girl. I like her. Favorite and least favorite rapper. My favorite rapper, either Nas or Mobb Deep. My least favorite rapper would have to be... I know people are gonna get mad at me, but I actually do not like Jay-Z at all. Like, I really don't. I've listened to a lot of his music, and it's just... I don't fucking, like... It just sounds really weird. It doesn't sound natural for me. Like, I feel like he isn't rapping. I feel like he's trying to just, like... edit his voice over audio. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Are there any specific games you want to make content on in the channel but haven't yet? Yeah, there's a lot of games that I want to make content on but I haven't yet. Cuphead is a good one. Subnautica is another one. A Hat in Time is another one. There's a lot more games that I want to talk about. Would you take part in a big collab with all major TF2 YouTubers, like a huge crossover? No, I would not. I would not do it voluntarily unless someone asks me, and I'll be like, oh, okay, whatever. But I will not want to be part of it, mostly because I don't consider myself part of the community. For real question, what makes you like the animal videos and why do you find them so amusing? I actually tend to watch animal videos when I'm feeling like kind of sad or like I'm feeling bored, and it's kind of easy for me to like really make content off of them because there's so much to talk about animals. That is a untapped market, I would say. Animal videos, you can make so much out of them. And at the same time, you're kind of presenting your audience like a cool animal video or like some cool stuff about an animal, and it's kind of like benefiting everyone in general because animal videos are really interesting. They really are. What career will you pursue after school? I will try to go for a game developer to work on my game. What genre of content are you interested in trying yourself, such as video, essays, educational, makeup tutorials? What? Why the fuck would I do what the fuck? I'm not gay. Well, I mean, I'm already trying out the genre that I like, which is like the whole little exaggerated rant and, you know, just having hype videos. I would also like to try some video essays, but if I'm gonna do a video essay, I am going to make it comedic. I like, I don't know what kind of style of video this is. It's like PBS Eons where they're talking about like a prehistoric shit. Like, I find that fucking interesting. Another one is reviews on games or video essays. I like commentaries a lot, trust me, I really do. They're really relaxing to listen to. What do you think you want to accomplish in the near future? Do you still want to work on your game? And what TF2 item, cosmetic, weapon, or anything really is your favorite and why? What I want to accomplish in the near future? Well, I want to work on my game, that's one thing. I just want to be positive in my life. That's all I really want. Do you still want to work on your game? Yes, I do. Obviously. What TF2 item do you like? I would say the Scotch bonnet. That was my first hat, and it means a lot. And that's the one that I got scammed out of. Thoughts on the state of the TF2 community and how it differs from before. Maybe it's part of the reason you're straying away from TF2. Yep, it's part of the reason why I'm going away from TF2. Another thing that I feel about it is, yes, it is very bad. The TF2 community is bad nowadays. The reason why is because a lot of these YouTubers, they just don't know when to fight back. Like, you gotta respond to your actual audience. If not, they're gonna keep saying this shit and think it's okay. You can't just ignore a problem forever and it'll go away. Whether you like it or not, you gotta handle shit like a man. Shit doesn't go away easily. Memorable experience or memory from high school. I have a lot of personal ones, but in order to like save privacy, I would say, other than like the personal memories I had myself, I would say like all the times I spent with my friends. I had a lot of them. High school was just, it was a good time with my friends. I had personal good memories. Yeah, a lot of shit happened to me during that time. But you know what, like time moves on, you gotta just think about other shit. You gotta focus on yourself. shit like that. Can we expect more raps or music from you? Yeah, but the problem is that I'm like working hard, trying to fix shit, cause with music it's really fucking hard for me, cause like I'm trying my best right now, but like, I don't know, I just know that I'm hesitating because I'm just trying to work on improving right now. If you could be anyone for a day, who would you be? I really don't know, to be honest. No one. I would say I just like being myself. I just want to be a better version of myself. Do you play Pokemon? I used to like Pokemon. What's your most embarrassing moment as a kid? I had a lot. I don't really know. There's just so much to cover. I would say one was when, I remember, I think it was elementary. Like, these kids were like making a rap beat on a table. I think the specific beat was like that. And, I remember they were like, I think it was like freestyling. I think they were freestyling. I was like, you know what, I kind of want to give it a try. So I went to them, I tried my shot at it, and they fucking booed me. So like, I was bad the first time I did that, but that was one experience that I had. Is life fun? My life? I don't know. I've just mostly been bored these past few weeks. I have nothing going on. How do you think we can improve the US policies and political system? I have a lot to say about that, but I'll just say that we need to start implementing shit, even if it's test runs, because changes need to be made. There's so much shit going on right now that need to be made, and people are just scared of politics, which, if you're scared of politics, you're part of the problem. Do you find Jared to be annoying? Yes. Who are your biggest inspirations in life and your YouTube videos? In terms of YouTube, one of my biggest inspirations was Star. The reason why is because Star was just a really calm commentator, and it always felt like he was his own personality. Another one is Lieutenant Eddie. He's actually the one that inspired my Somebody to Play TF2 series to be more common. Because he just really did funny moments really well, and I just really liked his style. Then another one would be Video Game Donkey, because what I noticed about Video Game Donkey is that his videos are short, but they're really good, and the reason why is because he's really picky with his footage and shit like that, and that's what I really like about it. I have a very unlikely inspiration in life. One of the inspirations I have in my life, even though it might sound a little weird, is Tupac. Believe it or not, I like all the shit you hear about Tupac is really, really weird and interesting, because the guy was like, he was like a leader. He was like literally a leader. He was doing so much shit for his own people. The guy knew what he was doing, and I found that so fucking interesting, because it's just, damn, like, he's just really that person. Not only that, but he was, like, pretty much never afraid of shit. He would always go up to a problem and just go head first into it, and I thought that was really crazy. Like, Snoop Dogg fucking recalled a story where Tupac went to Nas while he was sitting in a park, and he fucking went up to his face and said, "I've just made a song dissing you," and even then, Nas still respected it, and he didn't want no beef. That was crazy, because who the fuck do you think does that kind of shit nowadays? Like, it's really interesting, because, like, Pac was never afraid to, like, talk about his, like, problems. He was always, like, straightforward with shit. It was just so much going on, and I thought it was just so interesting. Can you rate your community? I really like my own community. There's a lot of mature people in my own community. That's what I really like. What's one of the most annoying things you can do to piss me off? The easiest way to piss me off is by asking me something, or, yeah, pretty much just asking me something when the answer is obvious or the answer was answered somewhere else. Just people who don't have any fucking common sense. If you were on death row, what would your last meal be? My last meal would be, I don't even know. If I'm gonna fucking die, get me some fucking Burger King. What keeps you doing the things you do? Or why do you keep making stuff? Why do you interact with the community so much? And what makes you strive to be involved with the people? First thing is, what keeps me making videos? I just like putting out entertaining things. Why do I interact with people so much? Is because it is a part of a bigger issue when YouTubers don't interact with their subs. They basically make them act like dumb little animals, and that's exactly how they're gonna get reflected on in their comment section. If you actually respond to your actual audience, if you actually talk to them, you're gonna have a lot more fun. Trust me, you really are. You're gonna have a lot of criticism coming your way, yeah, but you fucking accept the criticism. But that's something that a lot of people are afraid in the TF2 community. Any real world problems that you're concerned about? I honestly am concerned about a lot of shit. I know people don't like to get political and shit, but a lot of things that I'm worried about is like, the whole gun control problem, the still active racism that goes on, the mass extinction that's currently happening, the unhealthy oceans that we have, the fact that the media tries to make all these like white mass murderers seem like a victim by saying that they're like tormented minds and shit, but like every time shit happens in communities like mine, it's just, oh, they're just bad community. There's just a bad community. They're just bad people. It's like we never have mental issues. And by saying that, it kind of just makes it seem like we're not human. It kind of just makes it feel like that. And I really hate that communities like mine are getting blamed for like all this drug use and shit. But they don't ever get to think about the idea that some people need shit to cope with. And I'm also really worried about like the whole police situation with like all the brutality and shit. I know it doesn't sound, I know you guys won't believe me, but back in 9th grade, I had a friend who, every time I went into advisory, like, every time we were there, like, it was just fun, because he was there, and, like, he just made advisory so fun. He was, like, such a nice guy, and I remember, I think it was a while after, I heard that he was at a corner with his friends, just chilling out, and I believe he was like pointing finger guns at his friends, like they were doing that. And what happened was that there was these police officers that drove by them. They looked at them, and they just opened fire and then drove away. Like they didn't even make the time to arrest or do anything. So quite literally, the police just committed a drive-by and just got away with it. Granted, he did survive the shooting, but what I find crazy is that he didn't decide to sue them after. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you'd think after getting shot by a police officer for no reason, you'd fucking want some kind of revenge. But it's just the world we live in, and it's just kind of sad that I just see people, like, being ignorant to this kind of stuff because they think that it doesn't happen in their community, so it just doesn't happen anywhere. And it's just sad. Like, think of a friend that you've always had good times with. Think of a friend that no matter where you always were, no matter how you were feeling, they always made you laugh. Now imagine them getting shot for no reason. Do you know how that feels? That shit's fucking crazy, man. I haven't heard from him from a long time, cause he moved schools, but I heard he's still doing well in life, so I'm happy about that. A lot of shit is just going on in the world that we just need to fix, but people are just so afraid of calling shit out because they just think that you have to be inoffensive all the time, but why are we acting like this now? Why are we acting so inoffensive now when we could just take care of issues? Like, we're not gonna get anywhere if we just keep fucking forgetting these issues. With that said, that concludes the Q&A. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye, stupid fuckers.